right, welcome everybody. Welcome to another guitar showcase right here on the Joe Wentz Project TV on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you so much. I know this is a small channel. We don't get a whole lot of traffic, but we're having fun, and that's the main thing. What is today? Today is Tuesday, I believe. Let's see, the 29th. I believe that's what it says. And what is today's guitar? You can hear the jack. Man, and I'll tell you why. There's a little static going on there. All right, we're playing the. This is a Nuno Betancourt model. That's what it says right there. Washburn. And I got to give a big shout out to my wife. She's the one that got this for me. And what year is this thing? This is a 2014 model. This, of course, is the low budget model of the Nuno Betancourt Washburn. These were $199 originally, and right around Thanksgiving of 2014, they had a Black Friday sale, and they had them for $99, some kind of Black Friday deal, I believe. And so my wife got me and my son one for Christmas that year. I thought that was really, really sweet, man. It was really sweet. Now, this does not have a Floyd Rose. It's just got your standard generic Fender-style tremolo. So there's no locking nut, nothing like that. Things of this nature, you do not want to use a bar whatsoever. When my wife got the guitar, and bless her heart, she doesn't know nothing about guitars or nothing like that, but this holds a whole lot of sentimental value. Excuse me. My wife went to the trouble of dealing with all those people over there at Guitar Center on around the time of the Black Friday deal. I don't know if it was exactly on Black Friday, but I know it was like I think it was Black Friday. It was either that or the day after. It was one of those. I think it was Black Friday though. And so she fought all those people to get this for me and my son, and I thought that was really nice. Like I said, they were $99 Black Friday special. So on Christmas morning, when I opened it up, my wife, of course, she didn't wrap it. She somehow hid it. I don't know where she hid it at. That's what got me. I was like, man, how did she hide that box? Because it won't fit under the bed, so I don't know how she done it. Had it somewhere. So yeah, they were in sealed cardboard boxes. They weren't, sitting out or nothing like that. So when I got it, when I got it and took it out of the box, you could not play a note on this thing. It was like you go up the fretboard here, holding down a string, and it was like until you got up in here, then you could get some notes. And I was like, oh no, I was wanting to play it so bad. So it wasn't until 2 or 3 days after Christmas, I went to a fella that he used to have his own little shop, and he would work on guitars and all, and I took it to him, and I said, man, can you fix this for me? And he said, oh, Lord, this thing's all out of whack. And I watched him do a setup on it, and I watched him do the intonation and all that. Now, again, this holds a lot of sentimental value to me, so I would never get rid of it. But I will say this, for $99, you are getting a low budget model guitar. And with a little work, it's playable. It is. My son took his and had new pickups installed. He had new humbuckers put in his, and I think he filed down the fret edges just a little bit. It's not bad on here. It's noticeable just slightly when you check it like this. It is there, but it's not real bad. It's not something, I can deal with it. It's fine. The only issue I have with this is when the gentleman went to set it up, and he set it up properly, there's right here on your saddles, you have these little, these small like screws or whatever to adjust the saddle height. And he's got them where they're supposed to be, but some of the screws are up so high. When you play this for after a while, it starts to make your hand sore right here, because the those little saddle screws or whatever are real high. It's got the one volume knob. I like that, and it just looks cool. Sometimes the pickup selector switch would get in my way if I flipped it up to the neck pickup for a blues thing, and I wanted to tap. It would hit it. It would hit, and that's a right there is a red flag of how the pickups are. Hear that? You can hear that selector switch. When you can hear that, it's those are cheap pickups, but still, all in all, the guitar is playable. You can play it, and it looks killer. I wished I could get a high dollar Nuno Betancourt model, but I don't. I was really, the thing that got me was this pickup selector switch, to where it's placed. Now that's just my opinion. I could get used to it, but at first I'm kind of like, man, it's kind of in the way, but it's okay. Now you can probably tell if you have a pretty good ear, you can tell that this guitar is tuned down. It is not in standard at all. This guitar is tuned down a whole step, and that's what I use this guitar for. If I'm playing along with a backing track or something, and it's down a whole step or a half a step, I'm not going to go through my other guitars with a Floyd Rose and do all that. I've done that. I've done that one time a long time ago, and I'll never do that again. That was, some people are like, well, just keep that one in that certain tuning. Yeah, but I don't play stuff whole step down or half a step down. I'm old school. I keep my stuff in standard, And Jason Wade was asked a good question when I did the Happy Birthday Eddie Van Halen video the other day, and I played Jump, and Jason said, what tuning is that in? And I said standard, because of course it's with a keyboard, so it's going to be in standard, right? But I played Panama as well. Excuse me, and that was also in standard. Now this is the beauty of getting the backing tracks, karaokeversion.com. And when you purchase your track, you have the ability to raise the pitch a half a step, a whole step, or you can lower it. So if I'm doing usually Van Halen is down half a step, right? Usually on most of their stuff. So when I get the track, I'll raise it just a half a step, and then it's in standard, right? So I don't have to fool with none of this. So, and you really can't tell. There's not that much of a sound difference on the raising it half a step or even lowering something half a step. It's really not that noticeable at all. And so, excuse me. And so there you go. That's the beauty of karaokeversion.com. That's what I like. One thing that is kind of messing with me here, because I got it tuned down a whole step, is these are gauge 9 strings. They're not 10s or 11s. I should have that on here, but I don't. I have gauge 9, so they're real slinky, and it's real easy for the vibrato and all that. That's real. It's not as much tension on your wrist and your hands and fingers or whatever, you know. It's pretty fun, man. It's a fun guitar to play. It took me a little bit to get used to because it you know, it plays like a $100 guitar. I'm just being totally honest, you know. But like I said, my wife went to the trouble of getting it, and so it means a whole lot, man. It means a whole lot to me that she would even go through that trouble of fighting that crowd on Black Friday to get me that. It really, I was blown away. I was like, holy smokes, man. And for my son as well, you know, I was like, wow, dang, honey, you know. So, excuse me. So anyway, that is the story of this Washburn Nuno Betancourt low budget model. And some time did go by. Let's see, when was it? I don't know. Maybe 6 months later, my son and I went to Guitar Center, and they had one hanging on the new guitar wall there, and it was $199. Yeah, I said, man, and so especially if it was somebody new at guitar, you know, it'd be a great thing to learn on, because it's not to the point where you can't play it. It's not that bad. It's not a first act or something, but yeah, I mean, I had a good setup done on it, and it was ready to go. Now, what would I like to do to this guitar if I had the money and the time? I'd get new pickups put in, and I'd get a new trim system put in, or, you know, I'd get that replaced, and get the fret edges filed just a little bit, and then that'd be it. You'd be good to go, you know. And I think that'd be pretty reasonable, you know. I don't think it would be too expensive. And I would get a new jack. You can hear that popping, unless the jack is not that great, unless you sit real still, you know. Okay. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. We got a music coming next, music video, whatever you want to call it. And with this guitar here, so you can get an idea of what it sounds like, of what I'm going to play. Here is a hint. Like I said, the standard. Yeah, my goodness. The tuning is not standard. It's down a whole step. So it's like, what's he going to play with something that's tuned down a whole step? Now, when I gave the hint yesterday, Jason Wade guessed the correct answer right off the bat for Purple Rain. I was like, wow, that was impressive. Most impressive. So this guitar is tuned down a whole step. And the song coming next is the band always plays their songs a whole step down. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can't talk. Okay, so thank you for being here. We're going to pause for this brief station identification. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you next time. Until then, this is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project TV channel right here on YouTube. Take care. Bye-bye.